Let's now try and get a sense of what's happening on the ground. Ashar Khan is joining us. Ashar, you're at one of the polling booths. Give our viewers a sense of how many people have come in so far to vote. Has the voting been brisk, or what is the sense that you're picking up on the ground?
Well, I've been moving around in Central Delhi. In the morning, I was at a booth in Aurangzeb Lane where Rahul Gandhi could cast his vote. Now we are waiting for Priyanka Gandhi to come and cast her vote. As you can clearly see that this polling booth here, there are 3 booths inside this school in Lodi Estate. What is expected is that these 3 booths have around 1900 voters.
Okay.
This is the VIP area. The voting pattern, the voting percentage here is different. Since morning, people have been coming out, but you don't see those
not quite with the same level of intensity that voters in other parts of the city have been coming out and voting. Joining me now in the studio for a perspective on this big election is Vinod Sharma, a man who understands the in and outs of Delhi politics very closely. Neena Vyas, one of our foremost political commentators, and T.R. Ramachandran. Thank you to the 3 of you for joining us. I want to start with you, Vinod. What's the sense that you've picked up since the morning? How has the vote gone so far?
Well, I think that, most of the television cameras remain focused on Tony areas of Delhi. And I think that if there is a change in the making, it is going to come from the rundown Delhi, the Delhi which one doesn't want to see or wants to change. And I think that the people who really need MLAs and members of parliament for getting the jobs done or for interfacing between them and the government, they are the people who reside in these areas, and I expect the turnout to be exceedingly high in these areas. By the evening, I think the vote shall continue until 6 p.m. because it started at 8 in the morning. I think that Delhi should touch anything between 65 to 70% vote.
Okay, ma'am, what's your sense? What's it that you picked up in the first 4 hours of polling?
No, I think because even in my booth where I voted this morning before coming to the studio.
You want to put your hand up, show the voter? Yeah, there you go, everyone's got it.
Even early in the morning, I asked my booth officer, where normally 1000 votes in that booth, 100 votes had been cast by 9 o'clock. That means 10%. And this is an area, Gulmo Park, where people get up leisurely in the morning, journalists go late to work, and other people also, many retired people who don't have to rush off to work. So I think I agree with Vinod that the voting will be, even in the better off areas, the voting will be pretty good in terms of thing. One thing which I've noticed, I know that's not the question you've asked me. You see, the Congress vote even in 2013 was around 24%. I mean, Congress doesn't seem to be anywhere in this election. Now, what is happening in this election is that some of that 24% which they polled last time, that vote is also going to become thinner. Because a lot of people feel, what's the point? Congress is not winning, it's not in the race, and a lot of Congress votes are moving towards AAP.
The opinion polls show that
a
about
lot of
70 to 80% of those who are saying this time that they will vote for the Aam Aadmi Party are people who voted for the Congress in previous elections.
That's exactly what
huge transferability of votes there.
And many people, I know, many friends and even extended family, relatives who've never voted anything other than the Congress all their lives, they are voting up because there is what they are calling tactical voting now. And they may be, some of them are enamored of AAP, some are not so enamored of AAP, but they are less enamored of the BJP, so they are going to vote AAP.
In fact,
so
the
that is what
Cicero estimates show
that is what I expect
for every 1.5% that the Congress gains over 13, which is what was Dhananjay's estimate for the Congress in this election, the Aam Aadmi Party loses 2% vote share. So it essentially comes down to where the Congress ends up. If the Congress ends up above 20% vote share, then the BJP rides home. If the Congress is less than 20%, the Aam Aadmi Party's comfort level keeps increasing. So how much further away from 20 the Congress vote share moves is what will determine the final result of this election. Very interesting. The grand old party down and out, but still critical to the final result. Never, ma'am, so badly has the BJP wanted the Congress to do well. I want to go across to Atir Khan. He's joining us this morning from Jamia Nagar. Atir, there's been a lot of talk about how the minority vote in this election is going to swing. Give our viewers a sense of the level of enthusiasm and the response amongst voters where you are right now.
Well, you see, Rahul, there's a lot of excitement among the minority community voters here in this area. I'm at the Jamia Nagar, and people have started lining up for voting even before the polling station had opened here behind me. Is the Sarvodaya Vidyalaya. There are some 8 polling booths. And since then, since the time the polling has started at 8 a.m., this place has been, there's been continuous flow of voters here, especially women. Elderly people have turned up, people who are unable to walk up to the polling booth. They have been brought here in wheelchairs. And the voting in this area has been, there's a view that there'll be tactical voting around this time, since it's a Muslim-dominated, area. Though this constituency is huge, it includes other areas as well. Sarita Vihar is there, Badanpur, Khadar and other villages are also here. But then this time around, you see, the AAP has a very strong influence around this time. That's what we are, that's the sense we are getting here.
We'll come back to you, Atir, for more later. The Election Commission has just announced that till 11 a.m. they now have the voting percentages from across the capital, and 19.69% of the voters had already cast their vote till 11 a.m. and that is significant, because you've almost got 20% of the voters in the first 3 hours, Mr. Ramachandran, who've already gone out and voted, and that shows the level of enthusiasm.
I haven't gone out to vote. I'm going to do it after I get out from here first.
So you're the only one in the studio who's not inked just yet?
Yes, I'm not inked as yet. The fact is, Rahul, what has happened in the last 6 weeks or so is that the opinion of people who were set or who might have been all along supporters of Congress are going to do tactical voting, as Nina said, and they're not going to vote for BJP definitely. They are going to vote for the Aam Aadmi Party. The only reasoning for this is that if Congress is completely out of reckoning, why waste your vote on a party which has no chance whatsoever? I think the other aspect which has come to the fore is the predominance of the middle class, which was angry with the Aam Aadmi Party, realizing that, they just threw away the government after 49 days, was something that they should have not done, and given it a chance to really carry on for 5 years with an unconditional support of the Congress Party. They now feel, with the apologies and sincere apologies as they feel Kejriwal made over a period of 6 months or ever since he quit the government, that they are willing to give.
No, because what you're saying is very significant. You're saying it's not just the poor, but the middle class also that seems to be veering around to the Aam Aadmi Party and Nina Vyas. If that were to happen, then it's not going to be a close election at all. There's one sense that the middle class is still angry. They now think of Kejriwal as an anarchist. There's another sense that Ramachandran is putting out, that opinion is in the past because he said so sorry and so often that people have now forgiven him, saying that he didn't get a full chance last time. Let's give him a full chance now. What's your view?
Yeah, well, because he was a novice in politics also. I mean, he still is comparatively, but he has learnt his lessons. Second thing is, you see, while there is certain sections of the middle class which will definitely is a committed BJP voter, they will go and still support the BJP, the trading community, various others, and people who have whole family history of being in the RSS and so on. And there may be many others. There's some who are kind of enamored of the Hindutva kind of card, which the BJP is now openly playing. BJP and the Sangh Parivar are openly playing. But for other people, as Ram also said earlier, people who wanted centrist kind of politics, not extreme Hindu fringe kind of politics, those in the middle class who would have voted Congress or Aam Aadmi Party last time. Some voted Aam Aadmi Party last time also, but many more who voted Congress last time, I think are going to shift to Aam Aadmi Party.